Hello, everybody, and welcome to ReefyAF Tank Tour. This week we've got a tour from Bearded Fish Guy, who at the last minute I had to double check what his real name was. His name is Jack. So, Jack, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a wee bit about yourself, and we'll go through your tank.
Yeah, no worries. Started in the hobby. Most of you give me grief with freshwater.
Boo.
It's okay, so did I, mate.
Lasted probably a month or two.
Is that all?
Yeah, posted a picture online, and then one of my mates was just like, "Salt water's not that hard."
Okay.
Mate, sir.
I started off with is it an Aqua One, like the 40 cube?
Oh,
it was a freshwater.
Nice tanks.
Little rounded edges. Started with that next to the freshwater. Really found out how easy it could be. Well, you'll find out what I do later on this tank, and you'll probably all be shocked at what I do and how it's still living. But did that, and then the freshwater went to my dad, and then I got a fluval, was it M90, the 3 foot long ones?
Yeah.
Found that on Facebook, I think, for like 70 quid in Southend. Drove down, picked it up. 2 tanks in the bedroom. Yellow tangs when they were 25 quid. the typical. And then sort of had to do it on a budget since, because I was young and going out. And then now I've got 2 young kids, so all the big tanks will come soon.
I'm sure.
But yeah, so I had those 2 tanks in the bedroom for 2 or 3 years. Got a flat with the missus. Ended up with one of the Kent Marine 94 litre ones. Live rock, all up the middle. I haven't really got any pictures of them anymore because I didn't take pictures. And then she bought me a E170.
Oh,
very nice.
For my 30th. It's been moved once. Everything went well. So sort of where we are.
You've had that tank for 10 years?
No, not that one. This one's 2 years old.
Yeah, I was just making an age joke. No. Sorry, I'll just...
it's doing well. But... And then I've got my daughter's little tank over in the corner, which I'll show you after, before the light goes out.
So before we go any further, you said you had 2 tanks in your bedroom. Did you not find the noise infuriating? No,
it's probably why I need to sleep with like the telly on now.
Okay.
I need some kind of background noise, but they weren't high tech or anything. There wasn't much. I was still learning, but
just a mild hum.
Yeah. They both had plastic lids on the top. Yeah.
Well, that is a mug.
It's how I hide the beer that I'm drinking.
Oh, you got tiny hands, or is that a big?
Like piss?
Yeah. It's a pint stein. It's big.
That is.
Jason would have that as a fucking plunge pole.
He would.
Yeah, so I don't know what else background. It was just, I posted a picture of the freshwater. My mate said it was easy to keep marine, so I thought I'd give it a go.
That's and then never looked back. I get told off. I mean, I was desperate for marine, went to fish shops with my friends, and every single one of them said, don't ever get into marine.
He's the only other person I know that keep fish, so it wasn't...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We just wanted a marine friend, then that's what it is.
Yeah, he was skint from his hobby. He thought, I'll bring my mate in as well.
The weird thing is, he got out of it about 5 years ago, and I've just stayed in it.
It's that crab in the bucket. All the crabs are trying to escape, but he's a depressed fucking crab, and he just keeps pulling them all back into the bucket. You're going nowhere.
And I've had LED lights from strips off of Amazon, D Sunny, the Chinese ones, to now the is it the Reef 90s?
Yep.
And I've got the TMC one. I know you like that. The TMC one over there on my daughter's one that I've got.
I'm a huge fan.
Looks like it's got 3 foot light on the ceiling, doesn't it, with that shadow? That looks weird.
It does.
It does. The TMC towel over there.
Oh, is that for wiping Pikachu's arse?
That's my daughter. She wanted that there.
How do you get Pikachu on the bus?
Oh, God.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well done, Lee.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
Brilliant. Stupid.
Yeah, so do you want to take us through your tank and your equipment then?
Well, I'll start with my daughter's little one because she started off with goldfish and then decided she wanted fish like mine.
So it's a marine tank?
Yeah, before the lights go off, yeah.
Superb. Well, that's quite a big tank.
It's probably about the same size as an Evo.
Okay, so we've got a couple of clowns. Is that an orchid dotty back?
Yeah, and some kind of yellow damsel thing.
A lemon damsel, is that?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a deck.
And then we've got the mushrooms that are doing well in their tank. They're all popping heads down the back, and then there's about 6 of them there.
Oh, superb. That wee dotty back's absolutely gorgeous. I wonder, is it an orchid or a strawberry?
It is an orchid. I got one in mind. She wanted the same fish as me, so
Nice.
and she's got better clownfish than me.
It's very clean. She's a good reefer.
Well,
It is.
she's quite happy feeding them, and then the rest is left to me.
Nah, let's just don't kill the magic.
Where did you get the poster from?
Oh, it was. She saw it in a Maidenhead, so I took a picture of it and had it printed because you couldn't find it anywhere.
I've got the coral one, but I ain't got that one, and I've been after that myself. Will you send me a copy of your picture?
Yeah, I'll dig through my pictures and find it and send it to you.
Cheers, buddy.
Do you
But it
forget
was
the
up
names
on-
of your fish, Lee?
You what?
Do you forget the names of your fish?
No, they're all called Steve. And, well, the one in front, Steve. They're
It's all called Bastard.
Yeah. A lot of them are called Bob.
The Chromis are just called fucking Chromis, right?
Yeah. Fucking hate. One of them's died. Yes!
Ah, shit.
Oh, God.
So it started up on the kitchen side, but the missus didn't like that, so it found its way into the nook in the kitchen, which it sort of fits perfectly.
Yeah, so
That kettle
what,
they've done
what
that
light is
kettle
that
I was going to
running?
send you, they've done perfect on
It's sort of the TMC, is it the ReefyAF 30?
Yeah.
I don't
Looks like
recognise it at all.
Got a green axolotl on the top.
Yeah, from, is it Aqua Print? He was giving them my Aqua, and the sort of...
What's that, a turd?
It looks like it, but...
It looks like a £6. I mean, octopus.
So yeah, that was that, and then yeah, it's basic. I'll show you the equipment. It's basic. It's a surface skimmer.
Yep, just a hang-on one, yep.
Yeah, an Aquil heater that sort of self-controls itself, and then just some kind of fresh water in-tank thing that I had with the spray bar.
It's doing okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Pop it up.
Nice coralline in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, got some good coralline, Graham.
That rock was in my sump for 3 months because I knew this was coming. Because I made a goldfish go away. She didn't ask for it.
Oh.
Right.
Oh dear. Is it living on a farm far away?
Where did they go?
They went back to the shop because they were poorly.
Oh.
All right.
And then
you flushed them.
Via the toilet.
No, they went back to the shop. They did.
What light was that on that tank?
The TMC is, I think it's the Reef Ion 30.
Still on, Ron. Still running, look.
Yeah.
He just wanted you to say it again.
Yeah.
That will fall in the tank and it will kill your entire family.
There's
I think TMC makes some really quality stuff, you see.
both my tanks have acrylic lids to stop the evaporation. Don't worry.
Right.
But it was given for free from a guy in the Love to Reef group.
Oh wow! So you got the light?
What, the light?
Yeah, the light. I
Wow.
just said if anyone's got one. He said, "Oh, I've got this. I'll dig it out and give it." I said, "Do you want anything?" He was like, "No, you can have it for free."
I was sending you a kettle, wasn't I? But
Yeah.
then you got that.
You didn't, because he didn't message me for 3 days, and then Lee said he could have that, but he drove down the next day and dropped it off for free. So
that's all right.
He even delivered it.
yeah,
Okay. And all you had to do was suck him off. That's not bad.
That's
I
not bad.
ended up giving him a tenner for some beers.
Right.
I didn't want the shade.
Just be honest, you
I
sucked
thought
him
that
off.
was Crusty Beard Day.
And you doing this at night was a really bad idea.
I haven't got a chance of doing it through the day. I've got 2 kids climbing over me till
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
But
Are they away to bed?
yeah,
You just lock him in
I hope
solid.
so. I was going to say,
the missus has the monitors, so she'll
Are
be.
you sure they're not in Lee's
But the
basement?
light I had on before was a 3-foot fluval, so it was a foot either side. So it's ideal for what she wants.
I think it's a cracking
that's
little
good.
first marine tank.
Just trying to talk into the third now for my son. So,
Hey.
and then I've obviously got mine behind me, which was a 30th birthday present. We'll go through that now.
That's
You've had that 10 years then?
I didn't hear what he said. What did you say?
Please, he just repeated my joke from earlier, the fucker.
All about recycling, Ron.
Yeah, very good. I love this tank. I
That's-
really, really like this.
It started. It is a E170, which it didn't take me long to get the sump upgrade when I decided that after we moved.
What
But
sand is that, Jack, you've got?
it started off with a little bit of live sand, but when I moved, I just bought a bucket of. It was dry sand from AAC. I can't remember what it was. Barry, it was just some kind of cheap bucket. I know it sounds bad, but I threw that in.
Might be
Sort
the
of top it up.
reef flower stuff, maybe?
Yeah, reef flower. It was reef flowers. Yeah.
It's good sand, is that?
Don't ask me how I just ID'd your sand. I am the saddest fucker alive.
impressive.
Oh, what I'm going to say, Ron.
This is the first one you can judge me on. It's never been siphoned or cleaned.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
fucking hell.
I've got my daughter's GSB in here because it looks a bit rough in there, so I put the whole rock in here just to try and perk it back up. But
wow.
it's all softies, really, apart from like the jack-o'-lantern Leptoceras hidden at the back.
It's alive.
Happy. Yeah, sounds
It's
like
growing.
happy-ish.
Growing. It's over the plug now, which it wasn't when I bought it. But the rest of them sort of.
I
But
have
yeah,
found that Leptoceras to grow so slowly.
It is growing slow because I got that at Aqua and it was sort of straight down the plug, so it's probably grown less than. Well, it's only just going around the plug now, and you think how long ago that was.
It's a real slow one.
Yeah, I've sort of started minimal dosing a bit of All-for-Eve, but it's sort of. I don't test, so I don't really know what's going on. So I just pour a tiny bit in each day, just so I know it's got a little bit because it's the only thing that needs it. So yeah, I upgraded the sump, and I'm sort of.
Do you measure it out when you pour it in, or you just kind of?
I've got it in the lid, so I sort of
Right.
roughly know that I don't fill up the whole bottom, so I know it's not a proper dose. It's probably like 1-2 mil rather than the 5 that it goes to.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've seen no ill effects apart from Coraline growing like mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I upgraded the sump and then started adding bits as and when. Still paying for a couple bits monthly on Klarna because 2 young kids take most of your money up front out.
What do you mean by you upgraded your sump? Sorry, Jack.
It was a E170, so it was just the all-in-one before. So I bought the sump upgrade, downpipes, and then this, like the actual sump. So before it was all in the back.
So that didn't come with a sump brand new.
No, it's back filtered.
So that's a kit that Red Sea actually sell? I had no idea.
Yeah, they got the E170 and the E250s, which are all just rear chambered, nothing underneath, empty cabinet.
Does
have
that
to
mean
drill
they
it,
leave
or-
like blanking bulkheads in there?
Yeah, they leave it so you
Okay.
can deduct it. So that bulkhead at the back was just like screwed in, so it wasn't. And then that one, up there, pops out because that was just an overflow before, and that was the only return.
Oh, okay.
So
That's quite cool.
So you
It
got
is.
the option. So I bought the upgrade kit down the line because I had a Toonsy, is it 9004 skimmer sidewards in here, like before I had the downpipes, and so I just thought, so that's now just vacant space for sponges to grow. You can see that one there anyway, can't you, on the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So that's all just empty now, isn't it? Back section.
yeah, I did have some carbon and stuff in one of the pads at the back for that one to pull through, but yeah, it's just sort of just vacant space now. So yeah, I upgraded all the pipes one day, which was fun. And then I thought I'd fed up a change in socks. I was watching the Friday night one earlier. They become the bane of my life, so I smashed out the thing and put this in the 250.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is probably stripping out more than it should. So I've got rid of the skimmer now.
Wow.
So is that's the is that the smallest of the automatic rollers?
Yeah, it's the small 250. You can fit it in other ways and hang it on the head, but I've put it on the legs. It seems to be the quietest way for mine.
Same here. Yeah, I was going to hang mine on, and I ended up just using the legs. So it's
Yeah,
the legs are the only thing touching the surface.
Yeah, it seems to be. It was more the water noise than like vibration or anything. I just couldn't tune it in with my, because I've got a Jecod return pump. I just couldn't level it out.
So you've got a titanium heater there. So have you got a heating controller?
Yeah, the DD one. But with it being in the kitchen, it's barely on. It's more plugging the fan back in when it gets to summer. Let me see if I can turn the torch on. That's not working, is it?
Nope.
Nope.
Where are we?
Yeah, I'll shine mine on it, see if that helps.
Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
that's better. That's better, Lee.
It's disappeared completely now. I'll tell you that. Yeah, titanium heater, bit of live rock in there just in case I decide there's another tank or anything that needs going on.
Of course.
Blown out of barley, fresh.
Well, no, I say live rock. It's my tank live. It's not live rock. It's sat in my sump for 2 years.
Okay.
I've got over in that back corner, I think it's a litre of, is it Siperax?
Siperax, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
Because I was having, before I changed my water source, like my RO water, I was getting a lot of hair algae. It was smothering the rocks, and now I can't see any of it. So it was just, I tried multiple things at once, and it was probably changing the source water that helped. Because I got it from my local Maidenhead at first, and then now I get all my salt water. I don't make it. I don't make my RO. I get my salt water from AAC. And for my sins, because it's cheap, I get my RO water from Spotless Water. Those machines that are out that window cleaners use.
How far are you from the store then? Sorry, Jack.
AAC, probably about half hour, 20 minutes, half hour.
Okay.
But with my tank, I do a water change every 2-3 weeks if the corals start sulking. But with it being softies, they rarely sulk. So
A nice long tentacle lever you've got there.
yeah, that one was from Love to Reef. It was from the frag swap. It was just a freebie that someone was giving away.
That's nice.
It was probably about the size of a 10p when I got it.
I've got a few similar. I've got to cut one up for your mate Anthony run. And
He was talking about that. So have you got a weeping willow?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if the tentacles are long enough to call that a weeping willow, but it's sort of
Just slightly sad.
Yeah.
Slightly sad willow.
Yeah.
Drop a Viagra in it, it'll get bigger.
For fuck's sake.
And then obviously that one's just going strength to strength.
This makes me want a softy tank. Like, see the colours of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Gorgeous.
That one in the middle I got from AAC. It used to be like a really neon green. It's sort of a bit lighter now. But it was like a alien finger or something they called it. But and then either side is a green Kenya tree that I got off of eBay. 2 stalks.
Green ones are cool.
The middle one looks like a Medusa.
I've got this one that's sort of a hint of green when you put a lens on, but apart from that, it's just pink. But they're dropping heads like mad. They're all over the place. They're down the back and round the side. I've got a little one hidden here.
Well, levels like that though.
I bought that rock because the hawkfish was panicking, but it was only because it was a day old, so that was a panic buy. Don't sit on that.
What's that? That's a magnetic rock, is it?
It's a blue marine. It's 5 suction cups on a...
Oh, suction cups. Oh.
Yeah, on a 5-crack rock.
What's it for, Jack? Did you say?
The hawkfish.
For it to sit on.
Which hawkfish have
The
you got?
missus in the group, and it was just pasting the front glass. But it was because it was a day old, and now it sits anywhere but where you want it to.
Yeah.
Such amazing fish.
So
Right,
yeah,
I love the
it's probably my
scarlets.
favourite fish, but I've got like trees growing everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Wow.
cool. That is so
Wow.
cool.
We've got ones down in that rock that's sort of behind. You can't see it, but in the gap. But they're growing in the darkness. They're growing out of everywhere. I think the Gorgonian dropped the head. It's sort of front and centre in the middle there because I've never fragged that one. But it's sort of Gorgonians and Kenya trees, and then selling the others from my local fish shop for store credit. That's how I bought the hawkfish.
You've behaved very well in terms of you have stuck to super simple soft corals other than the Leptoceras.
Yeah, well, that one sort of, apart from dosing a tiny bit of Alpha Reef that lasts for months at a time, it keeps to itself. It's growing, it's fluffy, but it's hard with 2 kids at the minute. I've got a 4-year-old on Boxing Day, and the little boy's 10 months old. and I've got this cupboard here that's the ATO, which I bought the Red Sea one.
Yeah, that's nice as that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love the Red Sea auto top-up buckets like that one.
Not a
Well,
sticker.
Yeah, that, and then the Chezart one, and then there's
Shit,
the
I know.
Maidenhead, which would sort of get some of my fish from with the store credit, but that's just obviously a 25-litre drum I had left over with the pump.
Oh, so that's not the Red Sea one?
No, that's just a 25-litre drum.
No, mate, I'm winding you up.
Oh. I could probably fit it down here if I wanted to, behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah,
but
probably could, yeah.
They're very
Yeah, I'm watching
expensive
down there.
plastic
Just,
containers, aren't they?
Quick way to
They're
100
expensive for what
quid.
they are. I don't know what kind of an idiot would pay that kind of... Oh, sorry, Dave did, didn't
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
he?
And then the next one to cause controversy is the fish I've got. I've got Tommy Tang, the little baby Scopus, and yeah, it's the 170. Chromis, 2 clownfish,
Nothing wrong with that.
the hawkfish that you know, and then an orchid docky bat diving in and out.
I don't see that being a problem the size they are currently.
No, they are small, and I'm going to catch the Scopus at some point and then swap it for a small yellow one, store credit. So, but until I've got a bit more time, it's sort of, you get all the movement from this, and I just wish there was more colours.
Got to fit your lifestyle, isn't it? Pick the right sort of corals.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time to get that, like the tougher corals and stuff. But it's the movement and stuff you get from this is, yeah.
Yeah, softies tanks always look nice.
I think I do want a yellow Fiji leather just to add a bit of yellow, but then I need some more pink. I need some others that sort of grow. I've got those up the back are growing like mad, which I frag all the time. And then I've got these ones just below it that are struggling and won't grow. So it's just... And I've had to take them ones off because they were out-competed by the other ones.
So what kind of rock is that, Jack?
I've got all the boulders are Marco. And then this side was that, was it the Reef? The one that sort of comes a bit more purple already.
Reef?
Carib
Yeah.
Sea.
Reef.
Yeah, I think
Nice
it was
rock.
real Reef. It was all dry. But that the boulders come from the Kent Marine, so they were already established and stuff. And then I added this when we moved. I regret putting the branching one coming up because it stops the flow. Because I'd have a power head the other side blowing back at it.
I mean, just like a massive cock in your tank, really.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
From that angle.
I mean, I just need to say it.
I'm sitting here thinking that is literally a big knob.
Okay, from that side it doesn't, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
But it sort of blocks the flow, so I've had to put. I've got a TMC power head on the back over there.
Quality.
Yeah.
Which
The first ones of them used to overheat.
You want one of those
expand.
purple urchins to go on the top of that bit of rock. Be perfect.
Yeah.
It's made for it.
I've set it up once and then forgot how it works because it's a crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, they are a bit of a fucking
Christ.
You got
That-
all
that
different
brings
options
back
in like
memories.
power, speed, this, that, and the other. And then I had a J bow which broke, which gave me an excuse to get an MP10 on Klarna, which has been amazing.
Gotta love Klarna.
So, sort
It's a
of,
shame you're not stateside. I've got a massive 70s bush full of waving hand zinnia just needing a home.
I
I
don't
wondered where you were going with that,
Xenia.
Brendan.
That's going back in my daughter's tank as soon as it can. I don't want Xenia.
It's a beautiful little
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I
lovely.
love it.
The Red Sea light with some kind of Etsy shade on it.
Is that the 50?
90.
90? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is that Squirtle on top as well, by any chance?
it is. My daughter wanted that on there because she needed the.
Oh,
And then I've got all for Reef and then a couple of Lee will appreciate this Aqua Forest samples from Aqua. But
Oh, here we go.
Well, we're
Here
having
we go.
talks
we
in
go.
Aquaforest at the moment. Well,
Oh, dear.
good
You
stuff.
You need some salt, don't you, Lee?
Yeah, and they're having issues dispatching it because they're having issues with the delivery company. I said, I'll go pick it up. I says, it's not far from me. I haven't heard no back.
Drive down in your forklift.
Take kids where they can carry it.
yeah, so I've got just a common clown, and I think it was sold as a Wyoming white.
yeah.
I'd want orange mocha storms, but again, until I can save up some store credit, I'm not paying for them.
Is that all white with black fins? Is it?
Yeah, it's got like an orange mouth, but then all white with black.
Right.
I love Wyoming whites. Beautiful fish.
Those are some fuck off clowns right there.
Yeah.
They are small. Well, she's probably an inch and a half, so it's a bit deceiving. She's bigger than the Scopus, but
They lay eggs in there?
no, they sleep apart. They don't
Oh,
go
right.
near each other.
Okay.
So they're the sort of second pair that I've had. I had two commons, and then I started fiddling in the tank in the middle of the night, and one jumped out through the perspex lid that I've got.
That sounds wrong.
I found him.
Yep.
I found him 2 months later. I thought
You
something-
room to talk, Rob, with what you doing tonight?
but I found him under my daughter's toy kitchen, crispy stuck to the floor. Probably 2 months later. But
It's
Is that
good when you find them on
obviously-
floor
'cause
with
you've
your
got-
foot.
You got a lid on it, haven't you? You got an acrylic.
I did. Yeah, they managed to get. He was bigger, or she was bigger. They managed to get through it. It's tiny.
Jeez.
Wow.
Blows
That's
my
amazing.
mind how fish do that. It's unbelievable.
So I've literally just got a cheap acrylic lid from like the local glass people, and then I've got Aqua One runners that fit it, sort of just to stop evaporation, just to make it cheaper again, which probably helps the corals I've got because they don't really care. Don't really clean the lid. I tip it up and the water drains off when I feed them, but that's sort of it.
So obviously you've got a young family. You've got to live within your means, and it seems to me like against all other reefers, you're actually being quite sensible because the rest of us just go hell for leather.
Ooh.
Getting that RO water from that spotless water, that the machines you see plotted around the place, where you get 25 litres of RO for about £1.50.
They're the ones with the big petrol pump, sort of.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
what
Okay,
James
you use that.
always uses, isn't he? I mean, he's taking
I use it as well.
That's where I got the idea from, because places started charging £5-6 quid, and I was like, it's not much, but I work around the corner from one, so it's like if it saves me money, and then getting AAC to mix up my RI, I'll get 2 25-litre drums, and that'll be a month to 2 months, depending on how the corals look.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a means to an end. I don't test. I test salinity. That's the next one. I couldn't tell you what my nitrates or phosphates or anything are.
Did you just say you don't test salinity?
No, I do. I test that every now and then.
Christ.
I'm going to say that is hands off.
Yeah.
It is hands off. It's 2 or 3 months. Or if stuff starts looking rough, I'll look.
Wow.
Wow.
I know I'm probably playing a risky game, but it's working at the minute.
Salinity is
the last 2
one.
years.
Oh. Yeah, salinity is the one I do test really regularly.
Yeah,
it's not so bad with it being levers because they're quite resilient anyway.
It's in that tub, so if anything starts looking slightly rough, with changing the flow and the lights and stuff. That one's shrunk down a bit, but everything else is spot on. I've tested salinity. I've got some salifert, nitrate, and phosphate, but I've used them once.
You're doing the Tom approach, just leave them in the box, yeah?
Yeah. Well, they've been opened and used once. I just had to make sure they worked.
Yeah, make sure they were in there.
I made sure I had everything, but I mainly bought it to test when I had the hair algae, and after changing the source water, it's gone. Adding the fish, there is a tuxedo urchin in there somewhere.
Oh, brilliant.
I thought you would have, because I noticed your 3D printed things on top. Sorry, Ron.
No. So, what is next then, Jack? So let's say your entire family die in a car accident tonight.
Apart from you.
And you spend a couple of hours getting over it.
Yeah.
Insurance
The insurance comes through. Yep, the insurance money. You saw where I was going, Rob. The insurance money comes through. Yeah. What would you do and what would you put in it?
Well, I'll step back and show you the wall that I've got to play with.
Oh, so you already have the wall planned?
No.
Yeah,
I'm planning it.
I'm allowed it in the kitchen.
Okay. Well, you don't need to worry because they're gone.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
you
can put it where you want
that for you.
Well, the living room's like a tiny little square. It's quite an intimate little kitchen, so it'd probably be the width of that back wall.
I'd get rid of rug though, because it might bring back traumatic memories.
And this floor's ideal for it already.
So how big is that? Is that 8 foot?
Can't
really judge that.
I'd say so. Yeah, probably just a bit over.
Right.
But
that's a large. Oh, is that a radiator though?
Yeah, that's getting moved over here. I'm getting a normal one back. A fancy one from when we bought the place. That doesn't really heat the room. It just looks nice.
Yeah, they look good. Put out no heat.
So yeah, it'd be across the whole back.
Excellent. So
or a peninsula along the.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
There's a sofa there, so I don't know what.
Oh, is that what that is?
Just cut that in half and have 2 chairs. Yeah, they take straight through the middle.
But yeah, probably a peninsula along the whole.
You only need one seat to sit and cry in at night, Jack. So
we don't need that seat there. No one sits out here.
I'd have it on that worktop.
Yeah, slap it straight on the worktop. Boom.
Well, that's where my daughter's one was, in that corner. But it took up too much room, so it's over in.
So, what would you put in it then, Jack?
I'd probably just do softies and LPS.
Okay, so you would go the LPS route. Yeah,
I'd have had some of them. I'm probably going to get to that at some point in here, like a couple Goniaporas and stuff, torches. But I know I'd have to start testing a bit more. But it'd definitely be LPS at some point.
Are you going to put anything on that rock?
Yeah, I'm going to have to now at some point.
I was just going to treat you like it looks like Tom's rock, and it's the same. It's got nothing on it, and nothing will ever grow.
It's starting to go brown, so at least I've got that. Something's growing on it.
That's a bit harsh, Rob.
I wondered how somebody was going to manage to squeeze that in, right? So we've already hammered him for his trident in a box, and I was wondering how somebody was going to bring up that fucking rock.
The thing is,
Absolutely slaughtered.
no one saw my comment, but I know 4 of them were made. I know who had 2 of them. I don't know who got the other 2, so it might not be the same one as what Jeremy's rattling on about.
Right, okay, but do you know were the other 2 a success?
Yeah, I know what Kraken was, and I don't know about my mate Paul's because he was just Anyway, let's just not go there. Let's put it this way: last time I saw his tank, you couldn't see through glass.
Okay.
Right.
Like anyone, leading up to these tank tours, you start messing around with your tank to try and make it look good. So I've cleaned stuff, made it noisy, dropped the sump level, and now obviously I've got a coral in the power head, but that'll away.
Oh, there's a little dotty back there. Yeah, lovely, aren't they?
They're gorgeous.
Mm.
So I've got a strawberry dotty back. Okay, so it's a slightly more pink version of that in our big shop tank at work, and it is so fat. I actually sent photos to a vet to find out what was going on.
My fish is so obese.
And all he said was, "Oh, well, potentially constipated." And I said, "For 2 fucking years." And it is.
Found a vet then.
Well, yeah. They didn't just completely ignore me that day.
I did have issues with this one at one point. It had a proper hole in its stomach, like it was melting away.
Ooh.
And I asked Barry at AAC, but he obviously you can't get clear pictures of these fish because as soon as you get near, they're going. But I just started feeding garlic brine, and it's healthy and happy since. But now I'm back on feeding frozen mysis. That's sort of.
I mean, it looks pretty healthy. Well,
he is now. I just assumed he was going to, die. But he's
some intestinal worm or something. Might have passed it.
Was that a chromis I saw in there as well?
Yeah, there's one lone chromis. It was someone was breaking down the tank, and it was their last fish, and I said I'd take it. So I've had no issue. He's been in there as long as everything else.
I love chromis.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Wanker fish. I know. Let's keep a fish that when you keep them in a group like they are in wild, they just find weakest and kill it, then kill the next weakest until there's just one big one left. And then
you say that I've had these for 2 years, Lee. They're not. It's only Bruce that have cut the numbers down.
I have to say my experience is the same as Lee on this. I had 12 at the peak when I had that big shop tank at home. And just every month or so, one would get full of eggs, start laying it all over the rocks, and she would turn into such a horror. And one would die. And every time she laid, another one would die until I ended up with just her. It was brutal.
Were they the last 12 in the tank when you bought them, though?
They're the fastest.
Yeah.
SAS squad of chromis left.
Well, on that note, I'll be back in a minute.
Talk amongst yourselves, Jim.
Where's the music?
We've never had this before, have we?
No, it does. That is a nice looking tank, though. I like that.
I love it. I love it.
They're nice. They are a nice tank, then.
Decent flow.
I think softy tanks are on the up massively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm super impressed with the kit that transferred that into a sump system. That is really, really good thinking from Red Sea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it?
Mm. They used to do it with big ones and all. You could get the, I think it was 5 foot, you could get it with back piece on, and then you got get the sump kit for it as well. If I remember rightly.
That must have
it comes all in one at the back.
Mm.
Yeah, I do remember them.
Really cool.
Quite big.
Yeah, little nozzles, and you had like 6 or 7 different pumps along back that flow.
Yeah.
You all right, Dave?
Living the dream, mate. Yeah, I'm fucking knackered though, but yeah, good.
Any more
blue, mate?
Any more staples in your thumb or anything?
No more power cuts this week. Stormberry Berry or whatever it's called hasn't fucked me over yet, so we're good.
Yeah, I watched a few videos today of.
Are you feeling as blue as you look, mate, or what?
You know what? Look, I've got the lens here, right? But look what it's doing, man. It's like not working at all. God knows why.
I have
No.
noticed you fucking around with that filter almost every time. I feel sorry for you, Dave.
all coming.
Looks
I just
like the Terminator readout when you put that on.
Yeah, I don't know why. Don't know why. So, yep, you get a blue, Dave.
Yeah.
It's better than no Dave.
Yes,
Oh,
very
there you
true.
go.
I'll take
Just
it.
Dave.
Paint yourself orange beforehand. You'd look normal.
That's it.
I
That's
look like
what
a
you
fucking Oompa Loompa then, mate. I can't do that.
need. Get one of those
No,
Essex
that's quite
tans.
tall compared to you, aren't they, Dave?
You want one of those Essex orange tans, mate, and then you'll be fine.
Essex tan line, yeah.
That's it. Just on your neck.
I did think about moving.
I don't even notice he's come back. He's,
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He has.
I thought I'd leave you to it.
Is it just me, or does he look like a slightly chubbier March
Yes, you're right.
with his tennis bandana on, headband?
I think he's quite a handsome gentleman.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he looks like March.
Just fat.
No.
No, I said
Yeah.
slightly,
No, when you get
slightly
older,
chubby. I
You
didn't
look like
say
a fat old Canadian. That's
This
what you're
is
saying.
fat.
He's gonna have that Hemingway vibe when he gets older, you know? Like
Yeah.
Distinguished.
yeah.
Dad bod.
You got a guitar?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I did one lesson back in the day, but it didn't.
Yeah.
We can do the lyrics for you if you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what else I can say really, apart from I don't test and it's
It's
going
looking
all.
good for it.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. And I'm excited for what might be coming. Although, did you say your wee boy's only 10 months old?
Yeah.
You've got a way to go.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah,
learn to
unless
swim
they-
somehow.
Unless you just loosen
Yeah.
and break lines off a bit.
Shit.
Just-
So does anyone have any other questions for Jack? I mean, I think we've fucking moved on. It certainly feels-
what
Well,
do you test your
I don't do
salinity with?
no questions to ask.
Well, I
They
mean,
run themselves.
Jack, do you have any anemones?
I did.
Yeah.
It was short lived
Nice. What's come-
and it went back.
what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Post-
Fucking
posted
everything
the wrong
up.
thing.
Just stomps across everything, doesn't it?
Oh, so you took it back to the store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had
Of course.
it's got all that it was in there, it was probably the third coral in there. Oh,
Yeah.
But it just stomped across everything that was in there and just didn't like the rock, it liked the corals, so it went back.
Mm,
And I found the clownfish never went in it anyway.
Yeah.
bastards.
So the fact they live apart, they it's like they don't even know each other's in there. It's only 170 litres, but
Yeah.
Every time you say that, I always think of like a really sad love song. But now we live in different places.
Yeah.
I think they might be married.
Where's this going?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, don't know.
they'll probably get caught at some point and go back and swap for a pair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's part of the thing. My daughter's two clownfish pair up. They live in the same corner. But mine, they just opposite sides. I think one of them's with the chromis rather than anything else.
Ooh.
The white one.
My Mocha Storm loves to bully the fuck out of one of these, what is it, snowflake clowns. He just
Bleeding
such a dickhead.
trans-species fish.
The white one and the chromis just pretty much live together.
Ah,
God, dickhead fish clowns, aren't they, really?
yeah.
No, they're damsels at the end of the day.
Yeah, they
aren't
are damsels.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there any soft corals on your shopping list you'd like to get?
Maybe a Fiji yellow. And then, I don't know, anything that's a different colour than green. Maybe one more pink one somewhere, but
People keep saying those yellow Fijis are, they're back. They're back. Well, I haven't seen one yet.
I've seen a couple.
I've missed them. AAC have released them 2 or 3 times, but I miss them every time. It's like they sell them before the. See, the rocks was worth buying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
panic.
He's mocking you. He's
Yes.
just mocking you, isn't he? He's like,
Look,
fuck,
I'm going to lean
fuck
on
you and
this.
your fancy rock.
He looks like Trigger at Only Fools and Horses, just leaning on stuff.
Just
Oh, okay.
he did this for 3 days, so I bought him the rock, and then he settled down.
Live jumper.
Trying to get out of that.
I was going to say, yeah, he's in where the gap is.
Hillside line.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
The
He has
lights,
right at the hole, isn't he?
the lights normally dip in now, so I put it on manual.
My mate had one, and it used to jump out of tank and land on top of nozzle. It was in a nano tank, and it'd sit on nozzle for a couple of seconds, and then jump back in water. I thought it's just same as us going swimming, really, isn't it?
But I was going to say, is the flow good enough?
Scarlet like that. Right, get Gaz on. You need to see that, see what flow's like.
Not seen him since.
He's
Oh,
disappeared.
he's fucking disappeared.
I wonder why.
Yeah, Rob, why? Such a nice guy you are and all.
He's a lovely guy. What happened?
Probably got a bollocking off his dad after that train. Fucking told you to turn in parents up.
Fucking
like
told
that.
you not to do a
In
tank tour.
kitchen. With fucking table.
They'll tear you a new arsehole. Stay away from them. They're bad boys.
But with the filter stuff, I couldn't tell you if the Sipper Axe is doing anything, but it seems to.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah.
I've got a lot in mind.
It's in the
You've never
return.
tested the RO then from Spotless? You never sort of...
No, I never did. It
Right.
tells you when you buy it, is the TDS is 0 when you buy it on the screen.
Oh, does it show? Oh, okay. I didn't realise. You get a
it
readout.
gives you a current upgrade. So I never thought about buying a TDS or testing it, but clearly Maidenhead's waters. The only reason I got it from Maidenhead is because the daughter likes it because there's a soft play there. We used to get there and kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Probably get the water
I
from
know
the end of the pier.
And then
Is the
I had Hairy Rock for
Yeah.
well, is the Maidenhead water RODI or is it just RO?
I think it's probably just RO.
Yeah.
But then I was having their salt as well, so it was just not right on both fronts.
Yeah.
So we'll still go over there from time to time so she can go and soft play and just buy like my dry goods from there.
What one is Southend?
St Albans.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
I'm in Stevenage, so yeah.
They've still got the 10-foot display in there.
Sorry?
They still got the 10-foot display in St Albans.
Yeah, the big square.
Yeah.
Yeah, that as soon as you walk in, it's like a 10 by 10 square. It is a good little display.
Wow. Oh, that's a big ass tank. 10 by 10.
That
Used to be, I don't know, I haven't been in there for years, but it used to be a mega like fish display in there. You would love it, Rob.
It is,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a proper square. It's probably 3 foot tall and then 10 by 10. Live
Any
roll.
sharks?
very, very central weir.
The
yes.
weeds are all along the back. It's all
Yeah.
along the back, and then everything else is free swimming for them. Like, no sharks.
That sounds dynamite.
It does. I might go and have a look at that.
I think they've redone it recently. I think one of the panels was going at so they redid it about a year ago. So it's not as fully ingrown as it
Okay.
was.
Is
But
it, what was it? Full reef, like mixed reef tank?
yeah. Well, it's mainly like LPS, and then they've got like anemones and stuff in there for the clownfish. But they got yellow tangs, regal tangs. They've got.
It used to be quite
One
SPS
of the fish is
dominated.
about 1.5 foot. I couldn't tell you what it is, but
Sounds
there's a couple of
epic.
big tanks in there.
I
So
can't believe
shall
there's no
we all
like,
meet
video
there?
of that.
All meet there tomorrow
Yeah.
morning for a coffee.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have a toilet to paint or something when you run.
Yeah, I've only done the outside of the doors. I've not even done the edges or the insides. So they look
Are you
great
waiting?
while you're sitting. But then you open the door and there's just like grey fingerprints and
I
shit.
was going to say, why don't you just piss up the door and just say,
Don't you
waiting for
clean
the
it?
customers to do it.
Do you clean them, Ron? It says
I've
fingerprints. and shit.
pre-pissed it. Pre-pissed and pre-shit the toilet for you,
Pre-pissed it.
everyone. Feel free to use them.
We were,
I knew
No
we were
tampons in the
raised,
corner.
we were talking
Everyone's-
reefing for maybe 6 minutes there.
Yeah.
And it's probably the only. Well, I'll get it back to it. It's probably the only Maidenhead that I've seen that the saltwater areas grow. They've pinched some of the fresh water.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually-
quite rare.
Normally it shrinks, but they've started wrapping around the corner. So
Ours just got smaller and smaller and smaller until the entire fucking thing shut.
yeah, they've got
Come on.
probably a third of their fish sections now probably saltwater, which is quite good. Corals.
Oh, I'll go and have a look at that.
Would you ever consider having your own RO machine, Jack?
I think inevitably when I get the bigger tank, I will. And when I've got LPS and I need more stuff on hand, I probably will. And I'll have to look at what
feel
sort
like
of
it's-
use. But
crazy that people don't have them.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
To get
But
one.
I'll probably honestly water change probably once a month if stuff starts looking rough.
And how much to top off do you use? That last a month, 25 litres or something? Oh.
Yeah, probably with the lid I've got on it.
Yeah.
Every say 3 months.
Fair point. Yeah.
And with the top off now, I'm getting it from the Spotless. It's £1.50 every 3 weeks, rather than.
Yeah. I mean, that is cheap, isn't it?
I found I saved money buying my own RO unit because it stopped me going to the shop and spending fuckloads of money on stuff I didn't need.
Right.
It's my excuse of buying stuff though. Otherwise we'll be doing more family things. I need to take her to soft play. She can go in soft play and I can walk around the fish section.
Perfect. Sounds like you've got it nailed.
Well, we were there today, to be fair, and he's at the age where you can go in the little baby soft play bit. And I'll be back in half hour when the food's done from the cat.
So are they looked after while they're there? Do you just get to completely disappear entirely?
The missus will watch them while they're having a coffee, or I'll go in for a little bit. It's not just leave them in there.
It's local one, doesn't he? You run the local one, Lee, don't you?
Otherwise,
I love going in there.
They'll end up with Lee.
Lee is the soft play. Yeah.
So, Jack, is your wife interested in the hobby at all, or is it just part of you?
Yeah, that's more it. She's understanding and tolerant of it and stuff. Because even before the kids, we'd go there weekly. So
fish
shops and stuff. But yeah, there's a limit to how I can push it, I think.
Does she appreciate like how it looks and things though? Because Bernadette will not do anything physically to the tank, not because she doesn't want to, because she has so much fear for how easy things can go wrong. She says, "I don't want anything to do with this."
You don't know it.
Yeah, she.
Well, I've had so many fucking disasters, Lee. She really does wonder why the fuck anyone does this.
I've said this before, and it's like, if you played darts and every time you miss treble 20, someone stuck a dart in your leg, you wouldn't do it, would you? But this is what this hobby is like.
It's a good analogy. It is true.
Yeah, just a bag full of darts.
Yep.
That you threw yourself.
A lot of pricks.
Yes.
Yeah, she likes how it looks and she knows what everything is and she gets involved that way. But like you said, no hands in the tank. Like when I've been away before, she'll feed them and top it up if I need to.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
But that's another reason I went away from the filter socks, because you can't spend any more than 2-3 days away from it all. And then it was jet washing on the deck, then washing machine and stuff. Whereas this is, I think mine lasts every 2-3 months and it's just...
Yeah, so much easier, isn't it?
It doesn't last as long now. I took the protein skimmer away, but I think the water was too clean and the corals were struggling, especially with the softies.
Yeah. Have you got a bypass on the roll filter? Do you have to put everything through it, or can you?
I don't. I actually let some of it go down the emergency, like the overflow.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So I'm sort of do it to the point where that's quiet and it still goes down there.
Right.
Because it strips too much out for what I need, and with my little tank, and I do one cubid like the TM. Is it the mysis, like the gamma mysis?
Yeah. What's that, monthly or?
No, I do it daily between the two tanks.
It's quite good. Yeah.
And then I do a bit.
Julian, poor Julian, poor clown, poor fucking fish.
And then a bit of live phyto every other day.
Oh, okay.
Because the sump's ridden with pods and sponges and...
Brilliant.
Eventually I'd had a mandarin, but I haven't had much. I tried one.
What was she doing then?
Huh?
You said you had a mandarin.
Jesus, Ron. Yeah. Just wait for the tumble to go past.
I couldn't knock it out of the park, so...
Yeah.
Right, was that a wild or a captive bred mandarin?
I think it must have been wild. It looked all right.
Fucking furious when it was in the tank, by the sounds of it.
I don't think it did. I didn't hear that either. Sorry, I was talking.
Zoom is awful for this, obviously, because we have so many people on and you talk over each other. But there's this little lag, and the audio clips as well. It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So
Yeah,
it
very
just
good.
disappeared in the tank and didn't find a body. You just.
No, I did it. Yeah, it was stuck to a power head.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
It's
I'll
still
say it was
got, like-
furious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it go that kind of ghostly white kind of color?
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
So I think
Yeah.
I'll wait until I see a tank bred one and see it eat pellets or frozen, and then
Yeah.
Mine eats
Go.
flake.
that's the thing. I need to buy some flake just to have as a backup, because all I literally feed is frozen mysis at the minute. So
I got some freeze dried
Probably-
mysis yesterday. I'm going to give it a try.
That's
You can
interesting.
probably part exchange a kid for a flake eating mandarin with legs.
What's he on about now?
Steve, I thought more of you than that.
Yeah.
You're,
For God's sake, Steve.
you're now trading children for frozen mysis.
Whoa.
No, for mandarins that eat flake.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's fine.
That's
Yeah.
worth it then. Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Please ask my permission before you try trading away my fish.
what a bizarre conversation this has been.
So, any reason why you just only feed one food? Don't feel the need to just vary it?
again, it's ease.
Right.
Drawing.
What is the TMC blister
It's-
packs?
Yeah, I think it's the TMC Gamma. It's just because I found that they're more whole mysis than the other ones blended up. So they're proper chunks of mysis. And I had flake and stuff, but I feel like I feed so little of it, goes off before I can use it. With just these two little ones, a cube between them sort of does it.
Right.
Especially feeding like the nori for the two tangs in this one.
Do you still get the Gamma Marine Quintet, which was
Yes.
the raw seaweed, myces, finely chopped razor clam, brine shrimp, and what was the other one? I've already said them all.
Krill.
I used to do really well with that, and I would put one, when I had the big tank at home, I would put one cube to defrost every morning. It worked really well for the tank, but my shop stopped selling it. They had everything but the Quintet, because I got the Marine Cuisine, which is Marine Quintet, but all mashed up into single cubes. But it was nowhere near as it was too mashed up, whereas the actual single variety of crustaceans and things like that, it worked really well for me.
Yeah, I just tend to mix loads of
I
different
do
foods
need to.
together.
I just need to try and find the right pellet or flake to mix in. So
Yeah, we can get like red plankton. The TMC do a red plankton cube, which is really tiny. And probably feed some of your soft corals as well.
Yeah.
They do copepods. Probably do the same
I don't know
thing,
if-
don't
the corals are growing as tall as they are, like trunk wise. I don't know if it's because they're fighting for the light, but like you said, they've got proper trunks on them rather than just growing out.
they? Is that how they grow? I thought that's just normal growth, isn't it? They have quite a big old
Yeah.
chunky,
Girthy. Yeah.
curvy, stalky stem, whatever you want to call it.
It
Or
must
chody.
be they're high to the light anyway. and
Chody.
this one's a bit.
I mean, I see people when they trim, they literally just chop it with a pair of scissors, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks brutal, but it seems to be
That's what
pretty
Brian
Think like
did.
hell.
Brian did it live on his tank tour. Galaxia sweepers, straight
Bosh.
into a pair of scissors. Bosh.
short back and sides for you, sir.
I think I'll take a razor blade to this one soon.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Pretty.
So does anyone feel slightly changed by seeing this tank? I mean, I've always appreciated softies in the shop tanks. I'm absolutely full of them.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
little. I know it's maybe not a weeping willow, but whatever that's a lovely little thing there.
Gorgeous.
That one, like I said, it was a quarter of the size when I got it, and it's just going crazy.
Yeah, that's nice.
If
Nice.
that gets much bigger, there's a chance one of your clowns might actually move in.
Mine moved into mine.
That
Yeah.
one's like a proper mug, but they're not bothered.
I thought that clown was going to go in it then, just
Yeah.
to prove you wrong.
Good
Yeah,
job, mate.
hilarious, wasn't it?
It
Just
would
stick
be
his thing
today
up.
that he did it as well, but
Lee, what the fuck are you doing with your camera?
I have no idea.
You're on, you're off. What is going on?
Putting some
It keeps
salt creep
switching it
on it.
off.
It's just getting some salt creep in the lens, I think.
It
Crusting
keeps
it
switching
around.
itself off for no apparent reason.
We hope it's salt creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All white and crusty.
Yeah.
You always have to go at lower level, don't you, Steve?
Yeah, to track it down.
Steve pretended he wasn't one of us in the early days, just nice and quiet, just sitting there with a bit wee smirk in his face. He's let way too much out now.
Yeah.
There is no going back.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I'm still holding back.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad you found us. I've said this to so many people.
Save it for Wednesday. Just let yourself go on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be wild.
whenever you
I'll
do
build
the
it up and it'll be one big
stuff,
release.
I'm always there with headphones in because I'm normally cooking.
Saving it up.
Nice.
Wait, what's that like thing, Ron? Fuck, marry, kill? Maybe we should ask him that question.
Yes.
You know, you gotta like pick one to kill, fuck, and marry
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, things in your tank.
Oh,
Me or Steve?
I think
Let
Steve should hear.
Steve do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think you should start. Yeah.
Oh, Rob, your
Uh-oh.
VPS is in.
Oh. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Mrs. is back on OnlyFans.
Got to pay the mortgage, mate.
What a trooper.
Yep, definitely gone. She's in 4K.
He's trying his auto tune plug-in out.
So, does anyone have any other questions for Jack? The answer to that question is no. So, thank you so much for giving us a tour, Jack. And I can't wait to see what's.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Can't wait to see your next tank in 17 years when your kids have moved out. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
What? Did you just change cameras?
Well, I don't know.
I didn't mean to.
Because that camera is shit.
What one?
The one you're on now. What was the one who's on just before that?
It's not funny, Rob.
Oh.
It's Rob,
No,
have, you
it's still the same, to be fair, Ron.
have you got your mic on, Rob? Because I can't hear you.
What fucking chance have we got of making this work if everybody's going to pretend that nobody can see each other or hear each other?
Do you want me to give Tom a call to see if he'll come on?
Who said that? Who said that? It sounded like Ron. Ron, are you there?
Oh, no.
He's in the box in the back.
Around Tom's house.
Oh.
Here he is. All right,
There he
Jack.
is.
Yeah, not too bad. Just trying to figure out all the settings.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. We'll
No, I'm
help
fine.
you out.
We all
I'm
are.
trying to get the microphone on.
We'll help you out.
Not got some zoom filter on to make you look different, have you?
Or you want me to put a zoom filter on?
Can you put one on me to make me look slim?
Don't think it exists, mate, to be honest.
Like the mirrors you get at Seaside. I used to love that.
Yeah.
Mate.
Filters have their limits.
My dad used to take me there and go, "This is what you'd look like if you were normal, son."
Fucking hell. So I was expecting fucking Greenpeace to break into your room there and drag you down to the beach.
Yeah. Oh, you poor bastard! Put this orange t-shirt on you.
You're moist.
So I hope you've got. Oh, it's all right. I can see flow on your tank, so you won't get badgered for that.
Yeah, do you know what? I already checked that, Lee. First thing I looked at,
Since.
I just peeped over his shoulder, went, oh, he should be good. I'll have to find something else to
Are
cane
you
in.
sure those pumps are on?
Liam's in though.
Fuck you, Lee. I'm on it.
You're frozen on my screen. That's what it is.
Yeah, Liam, you're...
I'm trying to fucking sort it.
There's no need for that kind of hostility. You know.
It's Doncaster, mate.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Seriously, you are. Your
Fucking
screen is
prick.
frozen. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it's technology. I hate this shit.
Oh, Bruce. Good eye, Bruce.
Saw a flash of Bruce there.
Yeah.
So, you talked about ghost hunting or something.
Yeah, I used to do it for a living. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What, you used to like murder people and then go back and find a ghost? I know where the ghosts are because I know where I fucking killed them.
Like tours of Jack the Ripper, like that kind of thing, like
Yeah.
his plot.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
A bit like More Haunted, but without all
Lee
the
the
fake
bummer.
shit.
Cool.
But after the first time I died, I started seeing spirit when I came back.
The Fist of Lee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, Saturday night I've had a couple.
No, really.
More kids' names than Santa.
You've been a very naughty boy, haven't you?
Oh,
Get back in the cellar.
oh, that was disturbing. That was.
Creepiest fucking thing I have ever heard. You've
Might
just
turn it into a
ruined,
gif.
you've ruined Christmas for me entirely.
Sorry, Ron.
I think my week, because I won't be able to join you tomorrow, is I fed the fish and that's it. Everything else doesn't. I don't test. I don't like.
All right, Jim.
I'll be there tomorrow. I'll just be in the shadows again with the headphones in so the kids can't hear it.
Are we not about 4 hours apart?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of Christmas trees left, by the way. Come on.
Oh, fuck off.
Do that, Rob. You. Every time I see my picture on here, I always think someone's got a potato and drawn a bad face on it, like a child. Like that.
I don't know how to get this fucking filter lens to work. Fed up of being blue.
It's
He's still
fucking Smurfs on
trying.
again, innit?
I'll be honest, I've seen some blue, right? But that is fucking blue.
Yeah.
We're on 20k
Yeah,
blue.
it's amazingly.
You are?
Oh, Rob's away
Yeah,
again.
your house, just the fucking Radion.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Lee's favorite movie
Well,
is Blue is
sunbed,
the warmest color. He told me.
What? My favourite movie is what?
Blue is the warmest color.